I'm Vicky Della Joya with The Way of Joy. Do you live in the perfect house, have an ideal job, are in a relationship or relationships that are absolutely fulfilling to you? Do you feel like you've got plenty of money and plenty of time and space for work and play or work and replenishment? In other words, is everything exactly the way you need it to be? I think a lot of people feel like when they achieve certain goals, then they'll get to have a sense of joy, a sense of well-being. It's almost like it's a carrot at the end of the stick or a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I wanted to talk a little bit about my system that I call the Way of Joy. Because for me, I think of joy as a life force, as something that lives inside of us, that is an inner state of being as opposed to an external goal. And that state of being can fuel us to create what we want in our lives, even when things are challenging. It's almost like we can access it like our heartbeat. If we listen to our heartbeat, we can have a sense of inner rhythm, pulse, interconnectedness. Or when we listen to our breath, we can go into a place of internal peace or meditation. In the same way, I think we can access this resource, this pool that I call joy, this vitality that can help us do whatever we want to do in our lives. I think of joy as a container for all the other emotions, including fear or shame or sadness or grief or loss or all the various things that get labeled as being negative or draining. But when they happen in the context of joy, it's amazing how things can pivot and change, that we can show up with presence and power, even to things that are challenging in our lives. And I can tell you, I have kitchen tested this in my own life. So in my system, I've gathered together different tools, chi practices that include qigong and other martial arts practice that I've done, theater, writing, expressive arts, communication skills, so that we can show up in our lives, be there in our lives with a sense of full embrace for everything that happens, and be able to use this resource to empower us to create and go in the direction that we want to go. What do you do that helps you feel like you can access your own sense of joy, even when times are tough?